Amazing, Mr. Ofoyetan. I'll say you do really know your onions this morning. I'm really enjoying the conversation. But I just want to do some follow-up questions with you. You know, you said it could be today, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 1 month. But I want to ask you, Nigerians are worried on social media that we do not have a defense minister. You know, it has brought some kind of panic. So for you, you know, the first part of my question is that for you, how long do you think is appropriate for us to have a new defense minister, thinking about the recent insecurity we've been seeing in Nigeria? Also, you said something. You said the bandits will not attack now. You know, they will attack when a new defense minister has been put in place. But now, since we know this, what are we doing to make sure that that doesn't happen? Because right now we have this information. You know, you have said it. What are we now doing to make sure that that doesn't happen? Or are we waiting for it to happen for the minister to now stamp his foot on the ground? Because then people are going to die.
For the first aspect of it, I can assure you that the president that I know, he already knows the person that he's going to use as a replacement. But he will look at the political landscape to be able to know when to announce that name. But I don't expect him announcing the name maybe within the week. But that's what I expect. Anyway,
but what's the appropriate time for you? What time do you think is the appropriate time for us to have a new defense minister? For you, what time do you think is appropriate?
Maybe maximum of a fortnight.
Okay.
Maximum of a fortnight for me. Because there are a lot of things that are attached to the appointment of a new defense minister. Maybe a fortnight, and the only thing I would say at this point in time is if he's going to look at anybody within the military, because a minister of defense must be somebody that is balanced in temperament, somebody that is strong at heart, balanced in temperament. So look at between the Navy, most probably, you know, somebody extremely balanced in temperament and cerebral enough to be able to carry out the agenda of Mr. President. Now that is as far as the appointment of the Minister of Defense is concerned. Now for the other part of it, I think the NSA has that responsibility to be able to ensure that all, because NSA is the coordinating hub for all security agencies in the country. Somebody like me, I've advocated that NSA should be removed at a time because he was more or less behaving like a politician rather than a core security professional. NSA is not supposed to be somebody that is so visible to everybody. Not at all. His own is coordinate every activities of security agencies in the country and bring out strategic implement the strategic security plan of the nation, as it were. Not hard, not even seen at all. You know, so if the NSA understand that role, that means that even the absence of this chief of defense staff now is not going to be very conspicuous. But if he does not understand that role now, that means that that office will be very, very conspicuous. Because if in another 1 hour time, critical decision has to be taken and he's not there or it's not forthcoming, I'm sure you know the implication. But I expect something better than that.
All right.
Okay, well, are we looking at better days ahead as far as security is concerned in Nigeria, taking into consideration that the average Nigerian on the street now understands how dangerous and the kind of situation that we find ourselves. At the bottom of it, we'll still go back to how soon will Mr. President appoint a replacement minister of defense. But what is the relevance of the population supporting the new minister in executing his duties?
Well, for me, whosoever is coming there should not expect immediate support. Whosoever is coming there should be able to earn his or her support.
Okay.
Nigerians are not going to support anybody that is coming there just because they mention your name or they announce your name. Nigerians are going to support the new defense minister on the ground that within the first few days, few months that of his appointment, he has done and taken steps that makes terrorism and crime or criminality to go down drastically. But before that, I think I also want to encourage the security agencies, the police, the military formation to do anticipatory attacks. They should not be reactionary. They should not just sit down and say, after all, the defense minister is not on ground. For now, they know the camps of the terrorists. I'm aware that the Air Force recently had done one of the highest bombardments in the history of Nigeria's counter-terrorism has been executed in the last few 2-3 weeks. Yes, the Air Force has done excellently well in the past 2-3 weeks, bombarding all the camps of. You won't hear much about all those, and I like that.
Yeah.
But they have done excellently well in making sure that all their camps and the like are well bombarded. And I think that that is coming out of the Donald Trump threat. But I think we should sustain it beyond the Donald Trump threat. It should not take a foreigner to prompt us to do the needful.
Exactly.
Anticipatory attacks should be continuous.
All right.
You should be able to attack the terrorists in such a manner that they don't have time to gather together. They don't have time
totally
to
agree with you,
together.
Mr.
They
Tony.
must always be on the run.
Yeah, thank you so much. Totally agree with you. You're such a delight to interview. Thank you for your insights. It was a pleasure having you on the show this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
All right, it's still TVC Breakfast now. As Nigeria seeks to curb import dependence, Nisani is driving a new wave of industrial and technological innovation, reshaping local production capacity from the ground up. Join us for this very important conversation just after the break.